Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your man Ace back at it again. This is my day trading journey, and I want to just talk about what I'm learning and what I'm experiencing as I continue my day trading journey. So, today's video, I wanted to highlight or point out something that I saw that I felt like new traders might be interested in observing. Now, in this particular video, I wanted to talk about scaling up the trade, what that looks like, and how you can, evaluate that before actually conducting the trade or upscaling your trade, your day trading. Let me show you what that looks like so that you're not confused. I want to give you a visual picture. I want you all to take a look at this particular trade, right? So in this column, we have the net liquid column. This is your net liquidity. This is how much the trade cost me. It's actually $700 minus the $10 because I entered the trade. And the trade to buy this one Tesla contract was $700. And when I talk about during my 10-day challenge, remember the challenge is just simply $100 per day. And in each video, I'll talk about scaling that up to from one contract to as high as 10 contracts or greater. But what I wanted to do was make sure that I prepare myself mentally to observe what those numbers will look like, what the numbers will look like if I scale up my trade from one contract to 5 contracts or 10 contracts. So I'm just going to use 10 contracts in this example. If the contract cost me $700 for one contract, well, if you multiply that by 10 contracts, then that total number is equivalent to $7,000, right? So it would essentially cost me $7,000 for 10 contracts. And if, given this example, after I enter the trade, the amount that I would have gained per contract would have been this amount multiplied by 10, right? So instead of $10, that for just one single contract, that would have been $10 for, you know, uh, $10 for the entire, how do I say it? 10 contracts. Sorry. So basically, if we do the 10 times 10, basically that would have been an extra, $100, right? But I want to show you why it's important to calculate this, because when it's a win, you don't really care, right? Just let the money add up. Let the money come in. I'm after that bag. Let's get that bag. Let's run it up. But listen, I want to show you this real quick. Notice now I'm down 32.50. And I showed you in the previous videos how what's happening as candles are developing. So you can get into a you can get into the trade for a particular stock, in this case Tesla, and that candle could fluctuate from going up to coming all the way back down to a low point. And I showed you that in the previous video. And let's see, I could show you that here. So it could start out green going up. Let me show you this candle. So when we begin on this candle here, let me pull this so you can see. We're going to look at the candle that forms right after this candle here. And it'll start out green. So assume we got in our trade, we entered the trade on the start of this next candle. This is a 1-minute candle, so that means the duration is between 0 and 59 seconds. So let's assume we got in on this very next candle, and it starts out green, as you can see here. Starts out green, and then look, we're making money. That means we're making money because the price is going up. We were betting that the price was going up, not that the price was going to go down. So we got in on that very next candle, and the price was going up. So let's assume this was our $10 that we just made. $10 that we just made, but oh, look at that. Look what happens. We just lost that $10. And now it's going in the opposite direction. It looks like it's coming up, it's going up, but nope. Now it's coming back the opposite direction. This is what could happen in a live trade for any trade that you enter in. It could immediately go up in price or start to go in your favor, because you could be betting either way. You could be betting that the price is going up or betting that the price is going to go down. Either way, the trade could work against you right after you get into the actual trade. This, for example, is where we were betting that the price was going to continue to increase or go up, and it did temporarily, but then with as this candle continued to develop or form, it started to work against us. And it came back pretty significantly, right? Below where we got in. Remember, this is where it opened and this is where we got in. It went as high as this point, but then it closed below where the opening occurred. And that means we lost money. So if that's the case, this is why you can see how you can quickly go from a positive to a net negative, right? And that's going to reduce your net liquidity, which is what you're seeing here. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Let me pull this up so you can see. And this is how you can see from the positive $10 net liquid to the negative 32 net liquid. And if we multiply that 32 times 10, because remember, in this case, we only bought one contract. So you might be thinking, like I was thinking, like, oh, okay, $32, that's not that much. You know, I'm paid $700 to get in. I'm only losing $32. That's not a big deal. But when we talk about scaling that up from one contract to multiple contracts, in this example, we're using 10. Well, 32 times 10 goes from $32 to $320. So imagine if that goes up to 20 contracts. Now we're talking 640. Now do 30 contracts. Now we're talking about 1,000. And why is that important? Because if your mind, if you're like mentally not prepared to see that, when you now imagine you have bought 30 contracts, you bought 30 contracts. Imagine this in real time. You bought 30 contracts, you enter the trade, immediately you're up $300 because we had that $10 up as soon as we got in. You're like, yeah. And then all of a sudden it went against you. It went against you. And now you're down $900 in less than a couple of seconds. Because remember, this candle is between 0 and 59 seconds. So within a couple of seconds, you're already down $1,000. That's why this can mess with a person's psychology and have you get frantic and nervous and frustrated and start, panicking. And then you start making ill advised decisions or irrational decisions. That's why it's important to start out with something that is feasible, something that's reasonable for you. You stay at a reasonable risk level. Okay. And if you want to scale your trade up and buy more contracts, start out first with paper trading those contracts. That would be my recommendation. That's what my mentors recommended for me. And I didn't listen, and I ended up losing $40,000. So learn from my $40,000 mistake. And I highly recommend day trading, because now you give yourself the opportunity to become mentally prepared to see what's happening as the trade developed. Because when it was happening, I was freaking out. I was used to seeing numbers like this, $30, $50, $100. But I added 100 contracts, 50 contracts, and I was seeing like 5,000 and 3,000 and $2,000 like gone like that. And I was like, what? Wait, what? So I was freaking out, man. And anyway, long story short, I wanted to walk you guys through what happened mentally and physically for me during my experience, to help you all avoid, especially new traders that's considering starting your day trading journey, that's new to this day trading journey. I wanted to help give you guys a heads up, like, yeah, be careful. Start with something reasonable, something that you feel like is reasonable. that you're willing to lose. So if you can't lose more than $100, make sure you stop out at when you get close to 100. Don't wait till it get to an exact amount. You see that thing reach 80 or $90, get out of the trade. Get out of the trade. Don't wait, because you can always re-enter at a better point. All right, so get out of the trade. It's reaching close, too close of your stop loss. Get out. All right, that's what I would recommend. Get out. But I wanted to show you why you don't want to wait, because watch this before I close. Look how quickly this number goes up. Oh, it's still. Look how quickly that number goes up, man. So we went from 30 to 90. Look, it just jumped from 30 to 90 in a matter of seconds. So imagine how I was freaking out, y'all. But anyway, that's it for this video, man. I wanted to call this out while I'm doing this 10-day trading challenge, and why I went back down to testing the consistency of my strategy that I learned from my mentors, and using a reasonable number that I can, to allow myself the opportunity to get familiar and calculate that mentally as I'm watching the trades, when I enter it, and how much money I'm losing as the trade is developing or as the candles are forming. So now I'm mentally preparing myself like, oh, okay, this could have been 400 instead of $40. This could have been 1,000 instead of, $100. So now I'm mentally preparing myself, because eventually I want to scale up my trades, right? And get that bigger bag. So, but at least I'll be mentally prepared going into it the next time, and I won't be freaking out. All right. So till next video, it's your man Ace. If you found this video helpful and insightful, feel free to like and subscribe, man, and join for more, because I definitely got more videos coming, because this is my day trading journey, and this is going to be for an entire year. So I'm looking forward to earning, anywhere between 25K to 100K. 25K is my minimum goal. 100K is my maximum goal. And I'm going to keep you guys abreast and stay 100% transparent. So you don't have to worry about no, no capping over here. All right. So till next video, y'all, it's your man Ace. I'm dropping the mic right here. Later.